made Ruth look short, that's for sure.
I always look short. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, we can hear both of you, so.
The whole point of this is to make people look long. They look good.
Yeah, you look great. We're rolling. Okay, so yeah, I thought if we do this as a bit of a chat around what you're trying to, is how you're trying to help me and what your general philosophy is. So, Lawrence, it's been a bit of a journey so far. So we met properly in Kona, but we'd worked sort of a little bit remotely, but not that much before, because obviously Kona was coming up. So I think you were quite gentle with me initially of what we were trying to do. But I thought it'd be helpful to give a sense of what have we been trying to work on, and sort of where do you think we're at in that kind of process?
That's a very loaded, deep question, Ruth.
Sorry, straight in with the hard ones.
So it is pretty easy. Basically, when I met you, you had all calf issues, and the solution or the strategy was pretty simple. It's just don't use the calves that much. And to do that, you have to learn hip extension based running, and learn to use your hips kind of before your calves fire. And we've just been on a journey of that, and it's a remarkable journey because it can take you places that you didn't think you were going to go. And before Kona, it was obviously steady ship, and first don't expose you to the risk of injury or hurting you. So we just gently sort of shifted the emphasis in your running, and then I think when you sort of hurt your Achilles afterwards, I said, like, you need to stop dabbling and commit and go all in. And now we're going all in, and it's been amazing because your running is totally transformed, and change is hard, and change is scary, and change is not easy for all of us. And so to change takes courage, and I think that courage has been rewarded. It's pretty special to see the transformation, to see the opportunity and potential that I think you believe that you've opened up in your running, and just thank you for an amazing journey.
No worries. I think the other thing that would be good to touch on is, like, obviously a large element of what you do is remote with people, because obviously not everyone's lucky enough to live in Boulder. I think what do you think the key difference is between some of what we're able to do remotely and then some of, I guess, what you've been able to focus on here face to face? And I guess this is more like specifically like to me. This isn't, but I think that's quite interesting to.
I think you can set the stage, you can learn. I think the culture is the coach. So via remote, you can start to reframe thinking and perception, and how you see running, how you see yourself, and how you see movement, which is actually the most important part. Because then knowledge is earned, then you are in control of the process, and you're the author of change. Whereas there's a danger if I treat too much, let's say I just treat, then I do the work and you receive the work, but you don't really understand and integrate. And so what we've had is, like, you've struggled and gone through things and processed them and understood what we're trying to achieve on your own. And then what's happened here is, like, I can come in and just tidy up, just show you where you've been stuck, what's holding you back. I can show it in your body, and one of the reasons is, I think we both agree this week's been pretty sort of magical and special, and the potential and the change is incredible. That was set up with the work, doing it on your own, and remote work for most people is it's good enough because, again, it might just take a longer process, but people understand it deeper and they own the process more. So it's all good. You know, all paths lead to Rome as long as you're on the right path.
What's the biggest shift here?
So the biggest shift for me,
Plural.
one part is like the confidence of just like, I can run and I'm not scared of like hurting myself, which I think when you've had many recurring injuries or like just long periods of it, it's quite hard to make that transition mentally to like actually just being able to run and be like, oh, I feel like I'm running better, so I have that confidence. Linked to that, I think, is how comfortable running feels when you're like in that flow of when I've got that like connection of like hip to shoulder, etc. And then probably the most exciting one, but the one that I'm trying to not have too much hope on yet, which Lawrence will tell me off for not having the hope, is the swim. Like the swim I had on Thursday, that's the best that I've ever felt on the water. So if I can, again, like keep building on that, get that more consistently, I can then see a whole path of like the swim transforming, the run transforming, the bike getting better. There's like basically, I feel like a whole new person. From where we are now, you're going home tomorrow. Mm-hmm. What's then like the next key things for me over the next, I don't know, like month or so to, I guess, really ingrain everything we've worked on?
Don't go off piste, Roost.
Yeah, okay, just that.
Just stay the path. Just keep on keeping. I know this is something that I think a lot of people find weird. You either can run or you can't run. And you either can swim and you can't swim. And the most important thing is to learn how to swim and to learn how to run. And you have both. And around that, we want to consolidate. We don't want to seek. We don't want to add. We don't want to change. We don't want to add new ideas or new elements. We just keep on working on. You've got to, for you know what you have to work on in your run. There's a little bit more to be had. And you just stay on the process until that falls into place and that structure's there, and it's the same for the swimming. And once you have that, then we can start looking at polishing or refining. But most people don't have a clear sense of now they've arrived, and then when they arrive, they're not able to protect. People just seeking and adding and change. So just stay on the path, and it's going to be amazing.
Cool.